everyone, my name is Naima Morose, and for my case study, I created a fictional character named Tamara Johnson. Throughout this course, I examined Tamara's life using different sociological theories to better understand how society influences people's opportunities, identities, and experiences. Today, I will discuss Tamara's background, explain the theories that connect to her life, describe intersectionality, relate a journal article to her experiences, and also conclude with the most valuable lesson I learned from this assignment. Now we're going to meet Tamara. Tamara is a 20-year-old woman from Atlanta, Georgia. She grew up in a low-income household after her parents divorced when she was 8 years old. Despite financial struggles, she excelled academically and became the first person in her family to attend college. She works part-time while earning her bachelor's degree and hopes to become a social worker to help disadvantaged youth and families. Now we're going to go and talk a little bit about Tamara's background. Growing up, Tamara experienced many challenges. Her family struggled financially, and she often saw the effects of poverty in her community. During middle school, she developed anxiety but learned healthy coping skills with support from her family and school nurses. She volunteered in food drives and tutoring programs during high school, earned scholarships, and remained committed to achieving her educational goals. Now we're going to talk a bit about why Tamara matters. Now, although Tamara is fictional, her experiences reflect the realities faced by many young adults. Her story demonstrates how family background, education, community support, and economic conditions influence people's lives. She shows that determination can help individuals overcome barriers, but social structures also play an important role in shaping opportunities. Now we're going to go a little bit more in depth into the theory connection. Now, the first theory I applied was Karl Marx's conflict theory. This theory argues that society is divided by unequal access to wealth, power, and resources. Tamara experienced these inequalities while growing up in a low-income neighborhood where educational resources and opportunities were limited. Even though she worked hard, she still faced structural barriers that wealthier students often do not experience. Conflict theory helps explain that these challenges are caused by broader social systems rather than the individual effort alone. Now we're going to go on to the social capital theory. I also applied social capital theory by Pierre Bourdieu. This theory explains that relationships and social networks provide valuable resources. During college, Tamara developed relationships with professors, mentors, and nonprofit organizations through her internship. These connections helped her gain professional experience, confidence, and career guidance. Some capital helped reduce some of the disadvantages created by her socioeconomic background. Now we're going to talk about the intersectionality. Now, Kimberly Crenshaw's theory of intersectionality explains that people experience multiple identities at the same time. Tamara is a black woman, a first generation college student, comes from a low income family, identifies as a bisexual, and manages anxiety. These identities work together rather than separately to shape her experience and opportunities. Now we're going to apply intersectionality. Instead of looking at only one part of Tamara's identity, intersectionality helps explain how all of her identities combine. Her race, gender, financial background, mental health, and educational experiences influence how she navigates college and prepares for her future career. Looking at her life through an intersectional lens provides a deeper understanding of her. Okay, now we're going to move along to the next slide and go to our journal article. On this slide, I will discuss the connection between Tamara and the journal Bordeaux's cultural capital in relation to food choices. So I chose this article because the article explains that cultural capital includes the knowledge, education, skills, and experiences people gain through their families, schools, and communities. These resources influence opportunities and life outcomes, even when someone has limited financial resources. This relates to Tamara because she grew up in a low income family but gained cultural capital through education, reading, supportive teachers, mentors, and her college internship. These experiences helped her develop the knowledge and confidence needed to pursue a career in social work. Although she faced financial challenges, her education and support network allowed her to overcome barriers and achieve upward social mobility. The article supports Bordeaux's theory by showing that cultural capital can help individuals improve their opportunities despite socioeconomic disadvantages. Now we are going to move along to the next slide where we discuss the most valuable lesson. And here, the most valuable lesson I learned from this case study is that social theory helps explain why people experience different opportunities and challenges. Before this course, I mostly viewed success as an individual achievement. Now I better understand how social structures, inequality, relationships, and identity all influence people's lives. This assignment helped me achieve the course learning outcomes by applying sociological theories, analyzing intersectionality, connecting research to real life situations, and recognizing the influence of society on individual experiences. Overall, Tamara's story demonstrates both the barriers created by inequality and the positive impact that education, resilience, and community support can have on someone's future. That is the end of my presentation.